Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty, so I have fixed up a couple of our builds, not exactly a lot, but a couple. Salsa is now using this John's page, which is basically the depressed magical girl of stabbing. Overall, that's a magical girl Sosa has almost always resonated with, so I kind of thought it makes sense just to give a deck based on that. A lot of piercing power and a lot of strength. Then, Angela's floor got a little bit of a rework. Not much, but enough. I was going to try a clone strategy with Angela. However, the clone strategy I wanted to go for simply wouldn't work because if I type in clone, copy the most expensive page in hand and add that to hand. Well, that doesn't entirely work because look at how many 3-cost pages we have. It would be entirely random which page we duplicated, and so I'm kind of thinking that's just not really worth it. But I did also give her a little bit of a rework with what she's doing. Rebuild, we're keeping. Operation instructions, we're keeping. Here's where it gets a little bit funky. Requiem. Double the user's max HP, does not affect current HP. She can effectively quadruple her health using this, which is pretty dang good. And because it's Angela herself, the wing voracious for knowledge just seemed like a no-brainer, as well as the wing stained by blood. Because, well, you know, the whole wing thing. Then, we kept Twisted Delight. Judgment is the same, Book of Revelations is the same, and Opening Ceremony is all the same. All in all, she has a lot of single-use pages, but not quite as many as she had before. Then as far as her passives, the only one that changed is we now have Jack's page. Recover 2 HP at the start of each scene. I think that's going to be relatively good for us because she is basically, if we make it to emotional level 5, she's taking 50% reduced damage, and at that point she's going to have a crap ton of protection, she's going to have a decent amount of strength. It's going to be real good. Ivan Co. now has Takeya's book, and it's a little bit of a weird one. I know Takeya is primarily a slash-focused page, book, whatever. But I decided to go a little bit weird with it. So obviously we have a singleton deck because, you know, I like my singleton decks. But Weight of Death, just in case people start dying, because trust you me, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Icebreaker, because we need to be able to draw a fair amount. Clash of Blades, I think, is an interesting, but going to be very good addition. And then, of course, Fervent Emotions, because we are technically generating double emotion points, so we're going to be able to make a lot of use out of it. Then as far as the passives, we have Indiscriminate Blow. When using a page whose original cost is 4 or higher, draw 1 page, and because of the passive Determination, at the start of the scene, if HP is 60% or lower, reduce the cost of all pages whose cost is 3 or higher by 1. We are going to have that active immediately because we are going to start the fight at 50% health. Which means we're going to be starting each fight at 55 health, which is still decent. That's not the worst in the world. But it also means that our entire deck is basically going to cost 2, and then our 4-cost pages are going to cost 3. And I think that is going to be extremely good. And because Ivan Co is using that passive, anytime he clashes with a counter die, he's going to generate an additional negative emotion coin, which is going to be doubled thanks to Angela. Grapes on Vine is now using Karis's page, which is the exact same as when Cozy had it. So, no real change there, other than Grapes is now using it. And Cozy is now back with his blue star. Atlanta's page. It is ranged only, and I went sort of generic with this one. Wish Dream, Drawn Light, Operation Instruction for double light, Freedom for double draw, Applauding Encore because it has the chance to restore a lot of health, and because we're all ranged, I thought it could work out. Deep Noise Star because you can never go wrong with extra stagger damage. And then double High Speed Star because doing damage even if we lose the clash is just ridiculous. Then, Mind Hauler so that we are permanently getting the extra stagger damage done, hopefully. Tactical Reload because drawing more pages is never a bad thing. Ranged Dice Power +1 because we are only ranged. And Calmness because you never really know. Then, the only other page we chained is Caden Ryder, who is now using Vincent's page with largely the exact same set of pages that he was using. However, he now has Horror Attack, which inflicts Feeble and Disarm the next scene. He's also the tankiest mofo on the planet because I refuse to let him die any longer. Hannah for All because we are going to be spreading out a lot of protection and endurance. Network of Thoughts because obviously. And Reaction Force just in case we're ever staggered, so we have the chance to make a little bit of a comeback. And that's about it. Those are all the pages that I've changed. Overall, not too many, but I think what we're going to do, we are going to continue some of the Cold Sun Office, and I'm going to go with the side path.
Catesium 17:3, and the proclamation of the holy fire was first uttered by his voice. He spoke of the quenching of the flames, but also of a calamity. That he would have to face, and would not be able to overcome it with the flock. Oh, fire the truth, purify our souls.
You guys, what the heck do you want? Stop pouring oil on me! Please leave me alone! I'm just some homeless bum!
He proclaimed that he would arise and return once more to cross the flames and lead the flock through the calamity once we have gathered a sufficient number of lambs. And so the lambs followed his lead towards the flames to be burned as the fire of truth pierced through the torrent, bringing about the world's destruction.
Accompanied by the end of the strange prayer, the Searing Knights smashed open a small bottle containing an oily liquid that on their helmets in unison. Then, a cluster of faint blue flames shot out from the top of each knight's head, gradually turning from blue to red and spreading over their entire bodies. Dude, did I write this? Whew! The strange flames also began to spread to the residents of the back streets who were bound by ropes. Yeah, they got it. The sight unfolding before everyone resembled a raging inferno. The bodies looked so hungry that they quickly devoured the flesh and blood of the captives, and anything else that could burn, leaving only ashen skeletons one after another in its wake. After the flames on the armor of the knights have completely died out, the knight who had just chanted the prayer was the first to make a sound.
Another flock of lost lambs has been granted salvation.
Once again, the miracle of the holy fire has been fulfilled. But why has our shepherd not returned? How many more lambs must we deliver from Ruin before we can welcome back the Cardinal?
I don't know, but it's clearly still not enough. We must work harder to save the flock from the coming calamity. The Cardinal will surely arise again from the flames, as was told in the prayers.
What is this? Why is there a piece of blackened paper hidden within this lamb skull? The library. It is rumored to turn those who set foot in it into a part of its collection.
That has nothing to do with us. Throw it into the flames.
Wait, it says here, the Cold Sun Office, the Book of Liu Ye? The sudden sight of the name Liu Ye seems to have aroused the resentment of all the Searing Knights present. All the knights rushed to grab the invitation of unknown origin. They wanted to confirm the name of this despicable sinner with their own eyes. But in the end, the knight who had just recited the prayer snatched the paper from the hands of the crowd, announcing the end of this farce.
But fear not. No, this is not correct. This is too deep. Oh well.
But fear not, lambs. Those who seek to strike me down will only be turned to firewood. And when the lambs become a mighty flock, I will return from the flames that set them alight.
After staring at the mysterious invitation for a while, the knight began to recite the strange prayers again. Only this time every word he uttered made him more enthusiastic.
We have become a mighty flock. This is the miracle bestowed upon us by the fire of truth. He is coming back. Behold, the mortal sinner, the culprit who killed our shepherd. He has been turned into a book. This was the prophecy foretold in the scriptures. Now, let us accept this invitation and its ordeal. Find the sinner's book and burn it with the fire of truth. And only then will our Cardinal surely return. May the fire of truth burn forever!
May the fire of truth burn forever. The faces of all the knights are covered by armor, making it impossible to read their mood from their expressions. However, each of the words they utter at this very moment are mixed with enough fanaticism to distort the air around them. Oh, straight into it. Alright, fair enough. A Searing Knight. Let's see, what you got? On a successful hit, if target has a status ailment, convert 2 stacks of a random status ailment, except burn, on target to burn. On a successful hit, inflict 1 burn to each other. If both this character and target have burn, dice gain +1 power. Does not lose stacks of burn at the end of the scene. If this character has burn, recover 4 HP and stagger resist at the start of the scene. Upon taking 10 or more damage from burn, restore 1 light and draw 1 page. Alright. Restore 1 light, spend 5 burn to draw 1 page.
Everlasting Blaze.
Draw 2 pages. On hit, gain burn equal to the natural roll 2 times. Searing Armor. Take no damage from burn this scene. On Clash Win, draw 1 page and transfer 1/5 of burn from self to the target. Transfer 1 burn from self to target twice.
Baptism of Sacred Flame.
Spend 8 burn to boost the power of all dice on this page by +2. Inflict 1 fragile next scene, and inflict 1 paralysis. Supreme Contempt. Huh. Now who is that? Now, once again, as I'm quickly learning with the everything Cold Sun Office related, I'm gonna say this is a girl, but I'm probably gonna be wrong. However, I'm still gonna say, she looking kinda, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Unused on one page. Transfer half a burn from self to target. 9 to 20. Yikes.
Disarray.
When inflicting burn using combat pages, a scene inflict 1 additional stack. Inflict 1 burn to all enemies, then gain burn equal to the amount inflicted. Recover HP equal to half of user's burn, rounded down.
Yikes, what? Who shall we bring then?
I mean, Malkuth is a very poor choice, I feel like. What are you weak to? Technically anything except Slash. What if... You know what? You know what? We're gonna give it a try. Now, protection, not gonna do much for us. However, health recovery might be real strong.
The holy flame to avenge the cardinal.
I need to stop doing that voice. All right, let's see. Okay, we can get through this, no problem. We easily win this clash. There's not even one world where we lose. I'm gonna go for Heart of Aurora just to recover a lot of health. Then I'm gonna go straight for Beat 'em Up. Immediately followed by a strong bash, of which you've never seen the likes of before. Then, actually, this is gonna burn all of us. Let's go ahead and Binding Chains that, and then Impromptu Analysis. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, not much to be done about it, but all we need to do is try and win the clashes. Ooh, good double dodge. That's a Heart of Aurora if I've ever seen one. We're going to go ahead and beat them up. What was my Yasad voice again? Here it is. Yes, this is the one.
Baptism of the sacred fire. Binding chains.
Okay, we won one. Counter die. Most excellent. Okay, we get burned. That's all right. Okay, we take a little bit of paralysis. Everybody gets burned. They all have status ailments, so let's start buffing up the Yesod. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, I actually want to go for Repressed Flesh. And then I'm just gonna go for a regular old beat up. Then I'm gonna go for Overcome. And we're just gonna eat that. Then, how are we looking for energy? We have one. It finds spend one. That could work out in our favor. And then lightning shot just to try and counter this. It's gonna hurt no matter what, though. Yep, it definitely hurt. Okay, Repressed Flesh is working out for us. Overcome, we gain extra strength next turn. Counter die does not really work out for us. That's alright. Ouch, 20 damage. Yep, that's our 10 riposte is not going to be enough for that. Okay. Whew, almost a stagger. Luckily, we're fine. Somebody just took 26 damage. Let's go for Metallic Ringing. Man, they got a lot of health. Okay. Heart of Aurora. We don't have any Fine Soil. Restore Light. You know what? Draw 2 pages. Wink. Okay. Well, this hasn't really worked out in our favor, has it? Okay, let's just go for some dodges then, shall we? Decisive Battle, I actually think we get full credit off of that, and then we're also going to half our health, which I know is a little bit scary. Who is going for us? You? I'm gonna go for double shot. Oh, wait. Beat up. There we go. And then I'm also gonna go for a bash right here. Okay, not great. Mal might be dead. Small chance, small chance. You're dead because of double up. Ow. Oh, so close to getting staggered. Ooh, there goes Mal. And we get staggered. So yeah, we're just dead to burn. Now I know what you're thinking. Shadow, are you using fire against fire? No. I'm bringing the people who have other stuff, kinda. They have bind and haste. It's totally different. See? It's completely different. Okay, we still take a ton of damage. That's alright. Core activation. Okay, restraint doesn't exactly go perfect for us. Leap! We also get a damage proc from Gregory Adalis Fiery Waltz. Might only end up hurting us, but we're certainly going to see Everlasting Blaze. Okay, yep. Okay, wow. Awesome.
This is going exactly as I planned it.
Oh my god, can you stop using Supreme Kitteh? How many? Dude, all of them high rolled. Okay, I realize I probably didn't show it because I wasn't recording, but like 3 of them use Supreme Contempt on turn 1. Like, come on, man. You, Source? Dude, just trust me. But still. All right, tough guy, you think you're so strong?
Then let's see you try this on for size.
Good amount of draw.
Get ourselves prepared to be unlocked.
Okay, get as much damage as possible.
Good dodge, Ishida. Excellent. Ouch. Recapture the area.
By the way, I turned my fan on. I am like so hot. I'm roasting alive and barely noticed until now. One of the slow burn things. Okay, Shockwave doesn't end up working, but a little bit of bleed never hurt anybody. They do not take any damage. That's fine. You know what? We're going to look at the day, and then next turn we're going to buff up Caius. I wanted to say Sheeta. I don't know why. Okay, what you got? 3 dice, easiest win of my entire existence. Then, Token of Friendship, easiest win of my life. Then, I want to stop this. Okay, then I want to unlock. Man, you all really like Caius, don't you? I actually think he can win this clash. Let's wait for Unhappy Face. Wait for it. Yeah, there we go. We actually had a fair shot to win that. Okay, super buffed. Undertake Prescript. Okay, that didn't work out for us just yet. Haven't reached critical mass to where we can start winning with pages like that. However, we're certainly getting close. 18 damage. Okay, yep. We're almost unlocked. Okay. Token of Friendship. Look at all that value. Whew. That's where it's at. Now, Cocoon. Caius.
Prepare yourselves.
Okay, you're basically all going for her now. That's awesome. Add a block die to ever. Oh, stop using Supreme Contempt. Oh my god. Oh, wait, you're going for it again? Oh, right, because we had 6 petals. Right. I completely forgot how that page even works. Okay, big hit.
Herald's Congregation.
Sheeta is absolutely dead. Hopefully we can... I was going to say hopefully we can squeak out a stagger. Unfortunately, does not seem to be the case. Sheeta might even die just flat to bleed. Big hits. Sheeta goes down, unfortunately. Alertness on Caius. Okay, he has officially reached maximum strength. Now, what would be nice is if we can, there it is, manifest ego. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Venomous Fangs, decent chance to win. I want to go Veiling. Is anybody going for it? No, nobody's going for it. Okay, sweet. First dive all users page. You know what? Combine tactics. And then I'm going to go just for a regular unlock. Then I'm going to go proxy, so we get 2 one-time use thingies. Then flowering of the prescript. And finally, let's go for unlock 3 to guarantee a stagger unhappy face. Here we go. Big hits. Wow, this was a very hard reception, actually. Not that it's over, but I'm feeling confident, at least. Yeah, it's definitely not over yet. So, on hit against a staggered enemy, all allies recover HP. Yeah, that seems pretty important right now. Black Swan. We might get use out of that. I actually want to go for Letitia, though. And then, well-worn Parasol, because I don't think we're going to survive any other way, and now we'll go for Swan.
Now behold. Checkmate. Let it be known that you lived.
God dang! That was so difficult. To be fair, it is a 5-on-3, but yikes! Okay, well. My OP build's not looking so good anymore. The following is the target of this operation. The invitation has also been delivered to you.
Go to the library?
But Captain Isaac is in prison by now. Shouldn't we go ask the captain for instructions on missions like this?
The operation is a public emergency dispatch. Therefore, the order can be executed directly by skipping the requisition stage according to Article 326. In addition to that, as a director of the wing, I also possess the privilege to make transfers of staff to other departments even without the company's instructions. There are currently books related to the wing's key secrets within the library. As Level 4 employees, you should be well aware of the urgency of this matter. We don't have any time to waste. You only have 15 minutes. Get ready. Now.
She should have gone far enough, right?
Whew! Was that the director of the wing? What a tyrant! I have no idea how the captain and the others deal with these people every day.
I'd like someone else be the head of the combat department. This new equipment we're wearing right now was made by her. She may be kind of arrogant and a despot at times, but she has the feats to back it up.
But the captain and the others are not here. Why did the wing suddenly decide to send a few of us to the library? Obviously, there should always be a group of us on the platform available to deal with any possible emergencies that occur inside the warp train at any time. We can't ask our Corp every single time. The Lovetown incident had to be handled by the captain and the others. Maybe the captain and the others don't get along with her. Is this her way of getting back at them? Is this some kind of personal matter?
Ugh. It wasn't just the Lovetown incident and the puppeteer's actions. The main culprit of this has also been strutting right under our noses. A large number of high-status first-class passengers disappeared, which in itself has landed the wing in some huge trouble. Not to mention, even the cleanup crew that was sent to collect the books before had been wiped out, and now their books are listed on this invitation.
If these books were to be obtained by other people, then wouldn't the wing just...
No wonder the wing is under so much pressure right now.
By the way, along with the Book of Warp Cleanup Crew, the Book of a Puppet, there's also a Book of a Searing Knight listed on this invitation. What the heck is that?
I've heard these guys once belonged to a star of the city named the Order of the Incandescent Flame. But they should have been wiped out by the Hana and their affiliated offices many years ago.
Oh, wait, no, that's Leaper 1. Oh, well.
I can also recall that crusade. Not only did the Hana Association and several offices get involved, but also a bunch of fingers who were always at odds with fixers came into the mix. The star had fallen at the end of it all. There's a rumor that the leader of the Order of the Incandescent Flame caught wind of a terrible secret of a certain wing. It's most likely what sealed their fate. Judging from their names written on this invitation, it seems that these rumors are not as groundless as we first thought.
Isn't this similar to our situation?
Yes, I also heard that the captain earlier this morning that the wing has been planning to make a big move on the library lately. Obviously, the wing shouldn't be forcing us to go to the library at such time.
Guess things just aren't that simple. Could there be something more to this? Should we wait? Wait for the captain and the others to come back?
But even if there is something fishy going on, Miss Asaka's orders do comply with the rules and regulations. I'm afraid we're not in a position to question her demands.
Suddenly the siren blared loudly in the room, as if urging them to leave immediately, for they had been talking for 15 minutes straight, according to her demand.
Dang, tell that now. Get your gear on. We're leaving this instant.
Hey, 5-on-5 this time.
Let's see.
Stasis Restoration. At the start of the act, add Stasis Restoration 1 and Stasis Restoration 2 to Personal Ego list. On a successful melee attack, if the character has 9 or less charge, gain 1 charge, otherwise spend 1 charge to deal 3 damage. Add 1 Pierce die, 3 to 7, on hit deal 3 damage to the dice queue of the first ranged combat page used each scene. Okay. Dimensional tracking. Restore 1 light. Charge overload. Restore 1 additional light. Add 1 dimensional shard to hand. Charge overload. Activates if the amount of charge would exceed the upper limit while using this page. Additionally, take damage equal to... What? Also take 5% of max HP damage. You know, just as a little bonus. You know, just take 5% max HP damage. You know, not that big of a deal. Increase the turn that would exceed. What the heck does it do? Activates if the amount of charge would exceed the upper limit while using this page. Additionally, take damage. So... it's a punishment for using too much charge. It's basically saying, hey, don't use too much charge, or else you're gonna get punished. Okay, alright. I think I understand it when it's put that way. Reserve supply. Single use, exhaust 1 dimensional shard from hand to gain 10 charge. Charge overload. Okay. Draw 2 pages. Charge overload. Deal 4 damage to target, add 1 dimensional shard, and add 1 dimensional shard. Proximity shots. Single use. On first draw, draw 1 0-cost page. Exhaust 1 dimensional shard from hand to change type of this page to melee and boost power of all dice on this page by 2. On hit, add a copy of this page to hand. Targeted shooting. Spend 5 charge to give on hit, deal 5 damage to all dice on this page, all 1 of them. Exhaust 1 dimensional shard from hand to recycle this die up to 1 time. Fair enough, 2 of them.
Dimensional banishment.
Exhaust all pages from hand, excluding the page with the highest cost and dimensional shards. Add same amount of dimensional shards to hand. Charge overload, gain 1 strength this scene. Gain power equal to 2 times the amount of pages exhausted. On hit, activate on hit ability of all dimensional shard in hand. What the heck is dimensional shard? Dunno. I guess we'll find out. Wow, those are sweet looking swords, though. Whew. Well then, shall we begin? Prescript. That's not very useful this turn, is it? Well then, shall we begin the same as we always do? Oh, wait. You're going for a ranged page? Wow, what a nerd. Don't you know that I'm immune to such things? That being said, I'm going to ensure that you hit me. Who else? No, that's it. You know what? I'm actually going to hold there. Then let us begin. Oh, you're shooting me? Little do you know, I eat bullet cereal for breakfast. Ow! Oh, I don't think so. 20 damage, easy. Allegro. Okay, very good, very good. Oh, damage for me? I don't believe I ordered such a treat. Viscera. Okay, working out so far so good. If you stagger us, that's completely fine because I'm just gonna paralyze myself. The roosters crow. Almost won that actually. Bodyguarding just to buff everybody up since we're not gonna be able to do anything for a turn. Look at all that value. Whew, that's juicy right there. Resonant. Okay. Ouch. Even if you stagger me, that's completely fine. Reverberation. Good amount of damage, actually. And yes, we do technically have 3 of these passives. That's perfectly fine. Now, we didn't have the pages we needed on Facey Randy for the blue reverb stuff. However, I think that'll proc it. Oh, boy. Ha! You tried to put Kura in the rift, but Kura was born from the rift, melded by it. Okay. Unlock. 1 more and Kura becomes Blade unlocked. I'm gonna re-roll and go for Laughing Powder. Much better. No! We didn't use our passive correctly. Now, somebody took Charge Overload in this group. I'm not exactly sure who, but somebody took it. I'm just gonna go for a double overload. Actually, no. I'm gonna hold the second overload so that we can continue to be super cool. Go. Presto. Imagine dodging a bullet. Okay, overcharge working completely as intended. We are going to be staggered next turn. I like that. Any damage you do to me doesn't even matter. Wow, you just took a ton of damage. Oh! Okay, fair amount of damage. I like it. However, you misunderstand the situation. Oh. Wow, that does a lot. See, but it does a lot of little hits. So our little bits of protection we have actually kept us from taking a lot of damage from that. Because even though it was a bunch of 5s, keep in mind, some of us are taking 3 reduced damage. That would have been a bunch of 8s, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to go for Elation on Kura. After all, he doesn't need the stagger resist. Stasis Restoration. Okay, so that's their passive thingy do hickamabob. How many pages have we used? Oh, we're actually almost ready for What's it called?
Furioso.
Yeah, it's still called Furioso. I thought it was called something else, gotta be honest. Let's inflict some burn. Then, Kura, I want you to become activated. So, let's go for unlock. Then, I want to go for Will of the Prescript. Honestly, I think that'll be enough. Technically, we could go for Pressimisto and just end it now. But what's the fun in that?
God, that's so cool. I love how those guns sound.
There we go.
Blade unlocked. Kura is online.
Okay, I think we actually activate White Silence this turn. Okay, device is broken. They're all just complaining like babies. Token of friendship, so that we're all pretty much healthy and happy. Our galaxy, because you can never go wrong with some more AoE. Let's see, what can we pull off this turn? We only have 2. Usable at 6, usable at 4, usable at 4. Well, we got close. In that case, I want to end it some way cool. So, Pessimisto! And then, just in case you survive,
Furioso.
You did not.
that was much easier than the Fire Boys. Oh, part 2. Uh-oh. It continues. Isaac. This is Isaac. W Corp Captain Leaper Crew. Train UW-404 has been cleared. Beginning mission debriefing. On the subject of train we handled, there has been a sudden outbreak of an undocumented disease among its passengers. No, it would be better to describe it as something more like a plague. The bodies of the infected were covered in purple pustules and blackened spots, oozing large quantities of some unidentified black blood. Most of their limbs had been dissolved, with what was left on their bodies conjoining with the others. The speed of infection is visible to the naked eye. According to calculation, it takes only around 10 seconds for a normal human individual to become a new mobile source of infection. Starting from being infected to being easily dissolved by the plague. The members of the cleanup crew sent earlier were all contaminated with the plague. Almost all of them died in the line of duty. The only exceptions were the passengers and the cleanup crew members who have undergone a full-body prosthetic replacement. Their prosthetic bodies appeared to help them resist the effect of the plague, but their consciousness still seemed to have been infected by it, which caused them to attack those who were uninfected indiscriminately. It's worth mentioning that the black blood oozing from the infected individual seems to be the source of the plague, but it's unclear where it originated from. And it's corrosive enough to even corrode the standardized equipment worn by our cleanup personnel. The nature of this incident was too sudden, and we had no sufficient time to request for our Corp's assistance. As such, this operation had to personally be handled by our Leaper crew. At the time of this report, all abnormal phenomena and items on the train have now been cleared. No passengers are missing, and no equipment has been lost. The platform has now undergone the highest level of decontamination measures. At present, the restoration device can be activated at any time. The rest of the situation should be handled by the other departments. How do I want you to talk? Oh, but why? I didn't even click anything. Is that the end of the report? I thought you were going to talk about this for the rest of your life. This is considered as a rather special event, so the debriefing took a little more time than usual. Can I ask you to write a report for me later? I've never really been good at paperwork, as you can tell. Haha. Seeing as you've been working so hard, I'll just go ahead and write it for you this time. It's thanks to you that we could pull that off smoothly. The equipment provided by the wing might not have been able to withstand that plague. Why are you being so polite all of a sudden? Besides, I'm only just making some slight improvements on new equipment I've been given. What is it? Something wrong with you again? I don't know if I'm overthinking this or not, but it's strange to say that these new types of equipment which were distributed last time are almost all-powerful, yet the only thing which they don't possess is any countermeasures for infectious diseases. What's so strange about that? Experience is based on trial and error. No, I mean, that woman, Kirikawa Osaka. Her behavior and actions has been very strange lately, hasn't it? As a member of the board of directors, it would be easy for her to get her hands on experimental matters, and she's been doing a lot of unusual things lately. Right, haven't we investigated her before? Why do I keep trying to add in my own words? She has frequent contacts with a certain color, appears to have some dealings with the Hana Association, and even went to the southern part of the city, where the Index and the Thumb massacred each other. And we can't forget that wild dog of hers. Yeah, that's a guy who's been causing a lot of trouble in the back streets these days, right? But what do these things have to do with us? Are you really gonna repeat your old mistake again? Bren, don't you think that there is a possible connection between these things and what we encountered today? As you already know, we're not on good terms with her due to the recent previous session held to impeach her from the board for making repeated unauthorized calls to our crew members to send them on unrelated missions. I got a feeling you're just overthinking this. Don't forget, last time you made a big deal out of a misunderstanding that someone was trying to do something bad to you just because of an email.
Never mind. Let's go back. I hope I'm only being paranoid. I'll take care of the side effects. Now I'll leave the rest to you. Vice Captain, you're back! Where's Captain Isaac? Why isn't he with you?
Huh? What's going on, Xander? Why are you making such a fuss? Isaac, he needs to rest for a while. If you need anything, just tell me in advance.
Just when the captain led everyone on the mission, Asaka from the board of directors, Miss Asaka herself came here.
Guh?
She said that the wing had an urgent mission assignment. She took all of the remaining members of the crew.
Why did they not wait for me and Isaac to return, knowing full well that she has called our crew many times to do irrelevant things? Did they never once question the legitimacy of the mission?
Director Osaka mentioned something about Article 326. According to the article, it's possible for a member of the board to bypass the captain of the agent's authority and proceed with the mission directly. They were only given 15 minutes to prepare. There was no time to do anything. I didn't go because I happen to have my own orders to carry out.
What was the target of this mission?
It was a library, from what I could gather.
I see. Wait for Isaac to come back. No, I'm going to find him now.
No need. I'm here.
Is your body okay?
It's nothing. It doesn't prevent me from dealing with a problem here. Oh, Captain, you're here. I brought the documents from the intelligence department for you. The files you wanted to check earlier. And I assume you've heard what just happened?
Yeah, I heard all of it. Next, I need to discuss some things with the vice captain. You go ahead. As I thought, she took a shot at us after all. Looks like you really nailed it with that wild speculation of yours. For her to go after the rest of the crew while we were out on a mission. It even sent them to the library. That's been a constant headache for the entire top management of the wing ever since. It's a clear-cut attempt to try and get rid of us. It might not have any connection,
But if the equipment that was completely unable to deal with the plague was also deliberately made by her...
We got out unharmed. She's not gonna let us off.
Fortunately, however, I asked someone to investigate about her beforehand. So, let's take a look at those documents.
Bold enough of you to investigate a director of the wing when you work for. Aren't you afraid of the impending doom this will bring?
Our current situation isn't much better than being doomed, is it?
Never mind. We're already here. Let me see what you dug up. About the Yevaz project 20 years ago. There's even information on Asuka? So much stuff. And these are classified documents. How did you even get these?
Did you forget the intelligence department is under Mr. Reyes from the board of directors? His sister, Miss Elaine, and Asuka have never been on speaking terms. The staff over there are also the same. So, after owing a large debt of favor and a lot of service fees...
Huh? This black piece of paper mixed in with the document is...
It looks like an invitation to the library, no? Let me see.
A book of W Corp Level 4 Leaper. As expected. The other crew members are already... Wait, the Book of a Puppet and... Searing Night.
Searing Night. Library.
Are the side effects that bad this time around? Hey, it's okay, just leave the rest to me.
No. Bren, give me the documents in the safe next to my desk.
Okay, no problem. But are you sure you're alright?
I'm fine. Just do it.
An investigation report on the Order of the Incandescent Flame? Have you been secretly investigating these things in private?
Bren, you remember how I came to have this body, don't you?
The Yevaz project. The experiment from 20 years ago. You were one of the individuals who participated in the initial stages of the experiment.
Yes, but I was just one of the failed experiments. Made it through with some good luck, only to get stuck with a body like this. And shortly after I was disposed of, the Yevaz project was inexplicably terminated.
See, that's why his voice makes sense. That's why it's super deep, because it's not his initial body.
I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but soon after the project was aborted, this force called the Order of the Incandescent Flame began to operate in the city.
I know that the Order of the Incandescent Flame was indeed active in the city at the time, and over the next decade or so, it rose to become a star, hanging high in the city sky. And it was already destroyed by the Hana Association, the Fixer offices, a few years ago. Why did you think of investigating them?
Have you ever heard this rumor? The Order of the Incandescent Flame was crushed solely because it learned a big secret of a certain wing. I've always had a hunch that this rumor might actually be true. All the signs so far seem to be pointing it being so.
I thought I locked the door.
Oh no, she's hot!
You two seem to have a lot to talk about, How troublesome.
Miss Asuka,
Just into my chair, hang on.
is there some important matter?
I'm going to mention something that I think you can more or less guess. Just moments ago, a number of the agents from your crew, sent to retrieve the books, had all died honorably in the library. I have now received a new order from the wing. The captain of the Leaper crew, and its vice captain, in coordination with all the members of the crew, will immediately continue the previous mission of the agents sent to the library to retrieve the books needed, regardless of the cost. Why is this so sudden? I think we have a good reason to question the legitimacy of this order. I am not obligated to answer you, nor do I have the energy to sort out this mess for you. This order cannot be questioned, and the consequences of disobedience should be clear to all of you. And, as far as I know, you already have an invitation to the library in your hands. Good. That saves me a lot of work.
How did you?
Ren, calm down.
You still have 15 minutes to organize your equipment and write your last wills. Afterwards, proceed to sign your names on the invitation. I don't have much patience, so please don't make me have to remind you about it repeatedly.
Copy that.
Are we really going? Dang, she already knew we were on to her. I'm afraid the intelligence department might have already been placed under her command. The previous intelligence we received even came from her. Are we gonna find Mr. Reyes to intervene in this matter? An order like this should be...
No, it's too late. She's cut the circuits and signal here. Besides, Mr. Reyes is traveling with Ms. Elaine today to visit Corp. If there hadn't been such a big complication on today's train, we would have accompanied them.
Everything went according to her calculations. So what should we do? Are we gonna just sit and wait like this?
There might just be a way out of this. While our previous actions had been in vain, she did not know that we still had these documents about the Order of the Incandescent Flame. It also looked like she valued the book of a searing knight from that invitation.
You mean, what she wanted is in this book? Her goal is the Order of the Incandescent Flame?
That's what I'm thinking. Although there is no evidence at present. But if my judgment is correct, Kirikawa Asaka, the Yevaz Project, the Order of the Incandescent Flame, there has to be some kind of connection between all of them. If we can get this book, it might have some valuable information that could allow us to turn the tables.
Are you sure about that?
Just trust me, as always. That's all for this mission. I will now pass this invitation on. Please sign your names in turn and pass it on to the next person. No one should be left out. Scribble, 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 scribble.
Whew.
Oh? Looks like W Corp are at it again. I didn't really pay much attention to those level 4 agents when they came in before. Now they seem to be quite the conundrum here because of something.
I noticed they were repeatedly talking about this Yevaz project. Have you heard anything about this?
You think so highly of me, Mr. Director? That looks to be some confidential research project of the wing. You should know firsthand that these wings are at the top of the city. They all have their own big plans and ambitions behind the scenes. I'm just an ordinary little fixer. I've never even heard of this kind of thing, let alone seen it for myself.
Indeed. I guess the same was true for the L Corp back then. But they came here for the Book of a Searing Knight. Is there any mention of this project in the books of these knights?
I've actually read the books of those self-combusting lunatics before. They're basically full of ignorant teachings and worshipping of their cardinal that's bordering on insanity. Nothing useful at all, I tell you. The only thing that's a bit of a mystery is probably this holy son of their order or something, but it doesn't seem to be anything about that on their books.
So everything was just a trap to trick these agents into going to the library.
Maybe even that shady director who ordered them in doesn't know what's in that book. But in my opinion, there is a high probability that she's only trying to use us to get rid of these agents. So, are we being treated as some sort of trash can now?
It doesn't matter. No matter what that mysterious person wants, there is no doubt that she would eventually have to follow the rules of the library and be tested here.
I just hope that makes it easier for me when the time comes.
Here we are.
How are you all doing? Let's take a look at the current number of people. Huh, why isn't Xander here? It's not right to back out at a time like this. Could it be something abnormal happened? Was the library's invitation faulty?
Guess he won't be coming. Coming here is like signaling our death warrants. Not everyone can experience a moment of enlightenment like he did. It's only perfectly normal for someone to back off midway. However, it was obvious since Kirikawa Asaka had decided to make a move against us, she's not going to simply overlook what happened, especially with her means and capabilities. I have a feeling we'll never see Xander again. Welcome, dear guests. I'm Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. I'm Isaac, captain of W Corp Sleeper Crew, and this is Brennan, the vice president.
Hello.
We came here under orders from the wing to retrieve the books on the invitation. Yes, they are here.
If there's nothing else to discuss, please guide us in as soon as possible.
Are you really sure that these books contain the information you want? If you find nothing in the end, the effort you exerted will all be in vain.
Huh? Did you come out here to pull out a waiver of liability or something?
I only believe what I see. If it is as true as you said, please let me get the book by myself first. I understand. May you find your book in this place.
How can anyone really be stupid enough to go to the library with you two to die? You want to defeat the library with just these few people, and even go against Asuka? Two guys who don't even understand the cruel laws of this city. I think you two are really insane. Then there's Asuka and her wild dog. One is arrogant and the other is envious. These people don't have anything good. This tiny recording device cost me a lot of money, and thanks to it I know all of these incredible things. If I recall correctly, the files were supposed to be here. It's not just about the Yevaz project. It's also about the secret Asuka has been trying to keep hidden.
Why is he not named Xander?
If these things were to be handed on to the board of directors, they're going to be ruined for the rest of their lives. Who taught you people to treat me like a rookie who doesn't know anything? You'll all regret it when the time comes. So, without further ado,
For some reason, the already dim lights in the office went out completely.
What's going on?
As the door to the room was opened once more, an unfamiliar footstep slowly stepped in.
Who is it? Who's there?
Oh my. That was a good plan indeed. You guys all should be in the library by now. However, there appears to be one puny little man who hid and stayed behind here.
You, Kirikawa Asaka's. Wait, I have some valuable information right here. I'm willing to report it to Asuka, to Miss Asuka.
Why, thank you very much.
Of course. It's an honor to work for Miss Asuka. So, if there's nothing else then.
Though, I really hate people who believe they're smart enough to think they can play two sides. By the way, these documents were originally released by my boss for you to see. So, there doesn't seem to be much point in keeping you around anymore.
No. How could this? Everything.
Yeah, it's me. I finished up here. Oh, you still don't believe me? I guarantee he's dead through and through. Why don't I bring him for you to see? Ouch. I see. I'll clean it up later. What? Another meeting? Okay, I'm on my way. You know, I was kind of thinking this episode would have less dialogue than normal.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? It is how it is, after all.
Isaac. At the start of the act, okay. Yevaz experiment. Upon taking damage, recover 3 HP, and inflict 1 fragile to self. For every 20 HP recovered through status restoration, gain 1 protection. Gallop among the battlefields. Upon activating charge overload, gain 1 of the following effects next scene. 1 strength, 1 endurance, 1 protection, 1 stagger protection, or 1 damage up. Dimensional Light Blade. Melee offensive dice power plus 1. On a successful melee attack, if the character has 9 or less charge, gain 1 charge, otherwise spend 1 charge to deal 5 damage. Okay. Dimensional Firing, we've already seen that. At the start of the act, give 3 damage up to Self and Brennan. At the start of each scene, starting with the second scene, give 1 damage up to Self and Brennan, and recover 10 HP for Self and Brennan. You're gonna be restoring a crap ton of health, okay. Dimensional Tracking, once again. Dimensional Sever, once again. Critical Overload. Charge Overload, deal 8 damage to target. On hit, add 2 Dimensional Shard to hand. Dimensional Banishment, once more. And Fractal Collapse. Mass Individual. Automatically stored Dimensional Shard added to hand at the start of each scene. X, currently stored, up to 6. After storing 2, 4, and 6 pages, add a slash die, roll 4 to 8, to the dice queue of this page. Charge Overload, inflict 1 fragile to all enemies. 5 to 9, gain 3 charge. And 5 to 8, gain power equal to 2 times amount of Dimensional Shard stored. Energy Application. When using a combat page with an effect involving charge, the ally with the lowest HP restores 2 HP and stagger resist. Huh. Okay. Gravity Gloves. Charge Overload. Inflict 1 of the following effects to the target. Ooh. 1 feeble, 1 disarm, 1 bind, 1 fragile, 1 paralysis. Dimensional Light Blade, Dimensional Firing. Defense Stance. At the start of the act, give 5 protection to Self and Isaac. At the start of each scene, starting with the second scene, give 1 protection and stagger protection to Self and Isaac. Dimensional Tracking, Dimensional Sever, Targeted Shooting, Dimensional Pulse. Cost 1 less whenever a Dimensional Shard is added to hand until it's used. Add 1 Dimensional Shard, Paralysis. Gravity Overreach. Can target up to 3 speed die by exhausting Dimensional Shard. On hit, gain 5 charge. Charge Overload, inflict 1 bind to the target next scene. On Clash Win, destroy the opponent's next die. And then, of course, just regular leapers. They don't seem to have anything new.
Well then, shall we show them true power?
We'll sure try.
Blah.
Okay, then we take a little bit of damage. Multi-slash. You know what? I'll take a neutral. Ow. Okay, ouch.
Good. Great. Fantastic.
Oh, please stop. Oh. Yep, everything is fine. Okay. Okay, what the... I did not realize so many people were going after Amaterasu. Come on now, boys.
Give it a break.
Okay.
Counter die.
2 of them worked. That's fine.
Shockwave.
Okay, I'm real tempted to go for Knight's Protection. However,
Benevolent Devotion.
let's go for some healing, shall we?
The blades wetted by teardrops.
It's the only thing that makes sense, really, on Sosa.
Let's just go all in.
Gravity Overreach is an AoE.
Let's see this through.
Oh! Get it? Because it's called see-through? Okay, wow, that really didn't go good for us. was kind of hoping that'd work a little bit better than that. Ow! Everything is fine. Oh! Oh! Amaterasu had a I wish we would have been able to use his XQ. Unfortunately, it just didn't quite work out for us. Okay, there's that double power. God dang, they hit so hard.
Benevolent devotion.
Speaking of, love on Tiferet, because more health is a good thing. Another AoE? Yeah, mass individual. Wow, he is just fully animated. Fair enough. Hopefully we're able to recover after that. Okay, no, not if you do 24 damage from a 6 to 9 die. At least we're recovering health. Ouch, but they're sure doing plenty of damage. Okay. Well, it's definitely not over yet. Not looking good, but it's not over yet. There's no companion. We all restore light. And you know what? Let's go for some companion in here.
Also, in the name of love and hate.
Kinsey likes to hate people.
So let us show them true terror.
Then let's go with core activation. Technically, graze the grass should be fine. Horizontal cut. I don't know if that'll actually work, but then we're gonna go for a. Yeah. Okay. Well. And then go for a stab. Go for all 3 types of damage. Then, here's where it starts to get interesting. Let's dodge both of those. No problem. Declaration of the deadline. And, of course, let's go for a mend weapon.
Show them.
Good amount of damage. Hopefully we don't get staggered. It's certainly not looking good. One more. Okay. Counter die, counter die, counter die.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there goes all of Tifer's healing, so we're now on an extreme timer. Although that is a lot of damage. Goodness gracious, Sosa hit so hard. Debatably, I should have just gone for Exodia. Like, honestly. I know we need to finish some people off. However, I don't think we have the resources to do that. We can still try. Let's see. Clash with this. Actually, I want to reduce some of the damage we're taking. What's some of the more... Yikes. Okay, yeah, this is the one we need to break. Then, I want to go mend weapon. And just to guarantee the kill, I'm also going to go for despair. Okay. Everything is fine. Oh, we might even get staggered before we're able to do anything. Ouch. Okay, that works out extremely well for us. That's almost 2 kills in 1 turn. Good block. Reduce how much damage we're taking. Excellent. You are both doing really, really good. You know what? Road to Happiness. I think that'll work pretty well. Then I want to go for Gold Rush. Okay, now who is the friend? It's you. So disposal should work. I don't think it's gonna kill you, but it should reduce that damage big time. Oh, and then you're also going for mass individual. Okay, you're probably just gonna kill us then, right? Yeah, and we have no way to actually, like, stagger you. Yeah, we have no way to stagger that. And all our zero cost stuff is gone. Yikes. I think that's all to say about that. Yikes. Oh, what a low roll! Oh my god! That wasn't even paralyze affecting us. That was just a heck of a low roll. Yeah, we're dead after that. Oh, agonizing wail not working out really sucks. Well, losing the clash does make us a little bit stronger next turn on Myra, though. Okay, not the end of the world. So, yep. Normal Gibberra stuff. You already get to do this? God dang, dude. Alright, fine. Onrush. Then, well, actually, no, it's mass. So, if I onrush and just do that, it's totally fine. Then, yeah, it's ranged. So, all we need to do is just win. Oh, can't go for wheels. Too expensive. Anything else we can do? 5? There is a small chance. Yeah, real small, though. And then, you know what? Ranga Workshop. Maybe we win. Maybe we don't. Let's see. We might actually win that. I'm a little bit confident. Then I want to go for Shockwave, immediately followed by Assault Order. Vapor, just to try and win the clash here, and then I want to brace up so that we can draw. Let's do this. Okay, good amount of damage. Wait a minute. Wait. Wasn't she supposed to clash? I thought it was mass individual. Does it not work that way? Weird. Also, the bind only helps Gibberra, really. Okay, we lose 1. That's fine. Okay, the counter die to Piercer does not end up working out in our favor. That's totally fine. Multi-slash doesn't end up working for us at all, and we do manage to recover. I completely forgot we had that. And Piercer really just did not work for us. God dang, that does so much damage. Assault Order. Well, that passive's gonna do us a lot of good now, isn't it? remember when I gave that freaking passive to Roberta? Because I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a lot of value. Well, it's not doing us much good now, is it? Another stagger? Wow, freaking. Okay. Yeah. For my own amusement, what turn is it? Ah, turn 4? Awesome. Are any of them close to getting staggered? Yes, technically. Oh, and you're all going for frickin' Gabura. Really? Wow. Okay, fine, fair enough. We cannot block all of it. We almost blocked that, but...
The cycle begins anew. Ivanko, getting in there, getting mad.
Might have a lot of protection, but do you have enough stagger resist? You already get to roll 21 on that freaking move? Dude, am I playing Limbus Company?
Book of Rev.
Wow. Okay. Amazing. Awesome. Epic. Okay. Well. All allies gain protection. And then, all allies are going to gain stagger protection. And do you know what comes after that?
You're going to hope that you didn't.
You know what? Oblivion. Faded Memories. Let's see. Whenever an ally's hit, they recover once per die. Let's see. Fine. As much as I want to use the God Delusion, I know I can't right now. But what I can do is just end this fight right here and now.
You have toyed with us long enough. Your time ends now. Goodbye.
Okay. Big brain plan. Boink. Second big brain plan. Boink. Oh, you all get redirected. Oh, that kind of sucks.
Sort of forgot about that part.
Well, you know what? Impregnante. Alright, Bong Bong, you will be missed. You know what? She perfectly fine. Everything is fine. Everything is perfectly fine. Yeah. How about we start getting ourselves prepped up and ready to go for round 2? Okay. Now, I want to be sure we use all of our special pages. Okay, Raphael. Now, I want to go for Shockwave, just to make sure we are completely ready to go. Go for Faded Memories right here. Ah, there was a split second he could use Helix of the End. High Speed Star. Yes. Okay. Now, Operation. And that's it. Go. Everybody's gonna draw an extra card next turn. How are you not dead? You're on literally 2 health. That's insane. Okay. Let's think this out. Redirecting. I'm kind of debating going for Warm Heart. I think I'm going to as well. We're going on it with Bong Bong. Then, False Throne, so we can revive our 2 dead buddies.
The final helix of the end.
At the start of each scene, recover 5 HP and stagger resist. Gain 2 protection and stagger protection when hit. If incoming damage is 0, recover HP equal to the roll of the attacker's die once per die. If HP is 70% or higher, become unaffected by power reduction and power nullification effects. Sounds good. Also, just to point out, because we've gone purely, quote-quote, negative, or I guess breakdown abnormality die, Angela is freaking decked. And because we doubled her HP, Oblivion gave her a ton of health. That being said, nobody seems to be protected, which means you must die one last time. Let it be known that you died screaming. Why did neither of you take damage? That's upsetting me. Why did neither of you take damage? You didn't have protection or stagger protection. I call cheating. Regardless, we still staggered him.
Hello. We live if only for but one turn.
Alright, I'm showing you what for. I'm going all in against you, buddy. You are absolutely giga dead this turn. I am not letting you walk away again. Okay, then go for Michael. Oh, game, please. Go for Uriel. Gabriel. And Raphael. And then that should put her at 5. And this should also just be the end of the reception. And if not, I have a little gift for you. Oh yeah, you're dead. You're super dead. You are Omega Giga dead.
The helix of the end.
Wow, remember how I said that they weren't nearly as hard as the freaking self-burning people? Yeah, apparently I was full of crap because holy crap, that was so difficult. Okay, I'll tell you what. Next time we use this floor, I'm gonna go all in on the God Delusion. We're gonna go full purple.
I never actually expected W Corp being capable of applying the singularity to this extent. The equipment and weapons they carry are more advanced compared to the cleanup crew we met at first. It's really fascinating seeing them apply the concept of their singularity to this level during the reception. Though, getting hit by them makes me sick. I'm gonna need some good rest after this.
Do you think they're just going to let this go now?
Of course not. Honestly, I have a feeling the big one is still yet to come.
Indeed. Your hunch has never been better.
Whether it's W Corp, whatever project they're talking about, or the director of that. It feels like this is never gonna end.
We will see. I'm starting to wonder what's going to happen next now. Shockingly not. And also, we can't do this yet, so... Alright, so this branch, for the moment, is complete. Sweet. We didn't even get to see the girl in heels. But yeah, next time we use Angela, I am going to go full God Delusion, and we're just gonna hope and pray that it works out for us. But, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the Library of Ruina. I wanted it to be a shorter one, but then we had to read, and reading takes a while. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.